Welcome to 10 Minutes Read, where we unravel the layers of human psychology and decode the complexities of life through books that matter. Let's start with a tale of hidden games. Imagine this. You're at a family gathering. Aunt Lisa is asking for advice about her garden. "I just don't know what to do with the roses," she sighs. You suggest using fertilizer, but she shakes her head. "No, that won't work." Someone else suggests pruning them, and she dismisses it too. This cycle continues until everyone gives up, and Aunt Lisa says, "See? No one can help me." Sound familiar? You've just witnessed a classic psychological game. Why don't you? Yes, but. Today we're diving into The Games People Play by Dr. Eric Berne, where he uncovers the subtle, often manipulative patterns of human interaction. These games are everywhere, at work, in relationships, and yes, even at family dinners. Let's explore how recognizing and breaking these patterns can transform your life. Act 1. The Foundation. Understanding transactional analysis. Before we uncover the games, let's talk about transactional analysis, TA, the tool Dr. Berne created to decode human behavior. Think of your mind as a team with three players. 1. The parent, the rule setter. This is where your learned beliefs and judgments live. Imagine hearing your mom's voice in your head saying, "Don't touch that, it's dirty." 2. The child. Your emotions, impulses, and creativity. It's the playful or rebellious part of you, like when you feel the urge to dance in the rain. 3. The adult. The rational, logical thinker. It's the part of you that says, "Let's check the weather before heading out." These ego states aren't about age. They're about mindset. Every conversation you have involves these states. For example, your boss says, "You're always late." Critical parent. You respond, "Well, I was up late working on your report." Defensive child. But what if you replied with your adult state? "I understand. I'll manage my schedule better." The tone shifts immediately. The key takeaway here is that your adult state is your superpower. It helps you break free from emotional traps and respond with clarity. Act 2. The Games People Play. Now let's dive into the games, those sneaky, repetitive interactions that leave us frustrated or stuck. Game 1. Why don't you? Yes, but. Remember Aunt Lisa? This game works like this. Someone asks for advice but shoots down every suggestion. The real goal isn't to solve a problem. It's to gain sympathy and avoid responsibility. Story. At work, a colleague might say, "I can't finish this project on time." You suggest delegating tasks and they reply, "That won't work because the team's too busy." You suggest another idea and they reject that too. By the end, they've proven their situation is hopeless and you're left frustrated. Lesson. Recognize when someone's playing this game. Instead of offering endless solutions, shift the focus. What do you think you could do? This disrupts the pattern. Game 2. If it weren't for you. Story. Meet James. He dreams of starting a business, but complains, "If it weren't for my partner, I'd already be successful." This game is about blaming others for personal limitations. James avoids taking risks by shifting responsibility onto someone else. Lesson. Next time you hear this, challenge the narrative. What steps can you take despite the obstacles? Personal growth begins when we stop blaming and start acting. Game 3. Now I've got you, you son of bitch. Story. Picture this. Sarah is a team leader. She assigns her team an impossible task, knowing they'll fail. When they do, she pounces saying, "I knew you'd mess this up." This game feeds her need for control and superiority. Lesson. If you catch yourself setting traps, pause and ask, "What am I really trying to achieve here?" True leadership builds others up, not tears them down. Act 3. The Path to Authentic Relationships. Dr. Berne believed that the opposite of games is intimacy, real, honest connection. But intimacy is scary. It requires vulnerability, which games help us avoid. Story of transformation. Let me share a story. Emma, a young professional, always played the game. "Look how hard I've tried." She worked long hours, then complained about burnout, expecting sympathy from her colleagues. One day her mentor said, "Emma, are you working hard to succeed or to be pitied?" That question hit hard. Emma realized she was using effort as a shield against failure. She shifted her focus to working smarter, not harder, and her career blossomed. Lesson: authentic relationships and personal growth come when we stop hiding behind games and start showing up as our true selves. Act 4. Breaking the cycle. So how do we stop playing games and start living authentically? 1. Awareness. Pay attention to your patterns. Are you engaging in games like blaming, rescuing, or seeking validation? 2. Reflect on the payoff. Ask yourself, what am I getting out of this? Games often provide emotional rewards like sympathy or control. 3. Communicate openly. Instead of playing, express your needs and feelings directly. 4. Strengthen your adult state. When you feel triggered, pause and respond from a rational, balanced perspective. Act 5. The bigger picture. Let's zoom out. Why do these games matter? Because they rob us of genuine connection and growth. By breaking free, you can build deeper relationships, lead with empathy and clarity, experience personal freedom. Closing story. Imagine a world where people stop playing games, where conversations are honest, relationships are authentic, and conflicts are resolved with understanding. That world begins with you. Next time you're in a tricky interaction, ask yourself, is this a game? If so, step out of the cycle. Choose authenticity. As Dr. Berne said, awareness cures. The games people play are not destiny, they're habits. And habits can change. Start today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this episode with someone who might benefit from it. Let's keep exploring the depths of human behavior together. Until next time, keep questioning, keep reflecting, and most importantly, keep growing.